A lot of the debate about Donald Trump's candidacy, and actually a lot of the debate about Hillary Clinton's candidacy, has to do with the media. In Trump's case, it's obvious. He has run a media campaign unlike any in modern history. What people say is the free airtime of all the rallies, but also the constant interviews with all kinds of news shows, with newspapers, with magazines, with websites, calling into shows, getting a lot of negative publicity and negative media attacks in the process. But nevertheless, I think that helps him. And as we have seen most recently at the press conference on the veterans donations, Trump not exactly shy against punching back. Hillary Clinton, everybody knows that she bears a lot of scars and a lot of resentment and hostility toward the press going back 25 years to the time when she was First Lady, being much more selective, shall we say, in providing access to media organizations, doing far fewer interviews, not holding any press conference for months and months and months, and that has become an issue in her campaign. So got an email from Burlington, Vermont, Steve Ciardelli, who says, Howie, there is no question there's a difference in how the media covers Trump and the protected way they cover Hillary, even when she ignores them. It's ironic that Trump will attempt to answer any question thrown at him while Hillary gives the media few opportunities other than under friendly and controlled conditions or situations to ask real questions. Most seem to be softballs. There's never any real follow-up to the occasional hard question. Trump is uncensored and in doing so makes some big mistakes like prisoner of war, that John McCain, and the Carly remarks. With that said, like Yogi Berra, who used to swing at any pitch, fans forgive him because many of them were hit out of the park. Trump supporters forgive him because he is never afraid to put himself at risk. I think you've hit on a key point here. I mean, I don't necessarily agree that every situation that Hillary Clinton has put herself into is a friendly situation where there are no follow-ups. She has done the Sunday shows with people like John Dickerson and Chuck Todd. She has done some cable news interviews with people like Wolf Blitzer, for example. And sometimes she gets hard questions. You may not like Hillary's candidacy, so maybe you think she doesn't get enough hard questions. What she hasn't done is Fox News. She did one interview, one sort of town hall situation with Bret Baier, and that has been it for the entire duration of this campaign. But this is the thing about Trump when we get into these very passionate debates about whether or not the media are too kind to him, whether the media are too hostile to him, and how he handles it, and whether it's a net benefit to him, and he gets so much more attention than the other Republican candidates, and now so much more media attention and scrutiny than Hillary Clinton. Here's the thing. The baseball analogy is a good one. He puts himself at the plate. He hits the pitching. He may sometimes strike out. He may sometimes foul off. But he also is going to score some singles and doubles and home runs. Trump puts himself in the line of fire with journalists. As a journalist, I have to like that. I have to applaud that. He's done 5 interviews with me. I've gotten to ask him anything I want. Some of the questions he hasn't liked. That's part of the game. He understands that. This comes from growing up in the tabloid tough environment of New York. Hillary Clinton is very wary of the press. She doesn't put herself in that situation as much. Maybe that is starting to change. But so you have one candidate who's very controversial for the media exposure, but puts himself at the batter's box. And you have one candidate who does a lot of it from the sidelines through surrogates and talking points and statements. I get 10 emails a day from the Hillary Clinton campaign attacking Trump, but not in a way that she will do it in front of a camera or in an on-the-record interview with a newspaper or magazine reporter. There's an imbalance there that we have to figure out how to handle.